ING.
That's it. Thank you. Yeah. And what was that?
Stimulating.
Can you think?
Breather.
Togetherness.
Lovely.
That we were all together in this adventure.
The audience, and then you'll know when your cue is to just quietly walk onto the stage. The seats will be there.
Hi, my name is Jessica Laird. I'm the Adult Education Programmes Officer at Ballyfermot Chapelizod Partnership. So the process of the Keep It Lit programme was to have writers in residence that came in from Poetry Ireland that we recruited for, and they delivered 8 weeks of workshops that explored literacy and opening up new ways of learning and exploration through creative writing. And through that, each group then developed their own unique piece that they chose, that they wanted to deliver for a final showcase in the theatre in Ballyfermot Civic Centre. So we had 4 different groups that participated in the programme. We had Glenallen and Maryfield Nursing Home. They took part in tablet classes and creative writing classes for 8 weeks. We had then the Wise Women's Group, which are an active retirement group, and they took part in the tablet classes as well. In the Blue Door and Cherry Orchard, they produced 2 poems towards the end. Then we had our BTAP Labre Park Women's Group, our traveller group, and they did literacy classes, and they produced a song which was from their book Traveller Way, which was fantastic. And we had our Ukrainian group, and they did creative writing classes on poetry, and we had a translator there for English language supports. So this was a unique project, as it was a collaboration between City of Dublin Education Board and Ballyfermot Chapelizod Partnership. And it was unique in the sense that we were all coming together for the first time and tapping into the trainers and the tutors that would be linked in with the groups and then writers.
Hi, my name is Catherine Toomey and I'm the City of Dublin ETB's Community Education Facilitator for Ballyfermot and Dublin 10. My role in the Keep It Lit programme was to represent City of Dublin ETB and to promote literacy and offer literacy classes to participants in Ballyfermot. The process was we put it out to different groups, we put it out to individuals and met with people who came back, and we met with people from other organisations as well, such as Focus Ireland, and then we talked to teachers and discussed the project, and it was a new experience for some teachers to work with, say for example, a writer in residence in the room, or for some of our teachers to work with BCP staff. So it was just introducing that idea to people of team teaching and collaborating in a room, and then for the learners just to make sure we use the right language and to make sure people felt safe. And I think it was very important that people were very clear what was involved, how long the classes would take. And we mentioned the show, but we let that happen more organically, because it wasn't just about that. It was about like learning skills along the way and a chance for groups to come together and find new supports within the community, and maybe make new friends within the community as well, which I think is very important. And that's a very important part of adult learning.
So the collaboration project aims to build community engagement with local service providers that are already there that we necessarily wouldn't worked with before, and build that professional relationship and networking so we can make aware of the fabulous resources and courses that are there for everyone that aren't necessarily aware of all the time. It's great to have that support then for future projects that we can work on together.
Hi, my name is Andrew Connolly. I am the Regional Literacy Coordinator for City of Dublin ETB. and I work on the Adult Literacy for Life strategy, which is the funder for the Collaboration and Innovation Fund. So the aim of the fund is to promote collaboration and innovation in the literacy space. So that would be particularly to encourage different groups and organisations to work together to promote new practice, new ideas, or just new collaborations between groups that might never have considered collaboration before. So the Keep It Lit project, as soon as I heard about it, I was struck by, first of all, the innovative nature of it, that it was just a fantastic idea that would involve working with 4 or 5 different groups in different areas of literacy. So I just thought that the whole concept that it was going to build up to a performance in only 8 weeks using the diversity that was available within the community was brilliant, and just a fantastic showcase, I suppose, for the services involved and for the individuals involved, that it just shows, you know, what amazing talent is out there and how fantastic the work that you can produce is when you give people a little bit of support and a little bit of funding and a little input into what they can do. You know, everybody thinks about literacy as being reading and writing, but it's not just about reading and writing. I mean, to get to the point where, yes, you want to engage in education is fantastic, but very often that there are other things that need to be done in preparation for that. And I think, you know, if somebody has the confidence to get up in front of a crowd on the stage to perform their own work, I think that that is a fantastic level of confidence to have. And I think anybody who can do that can definitely go back to education and definitely go back and develop themselves through education and to learn. And also working in groups is a fantastic experience as well, because it's not just you that's up there, it's you and everybody else, and you've got support from your group and from your tutor. So I think that's very important too.
10 речей – це багато і мало. 10 облич за 40 літ не збиралось, мабуть, це все, що я надбала. Дитина, юна, наречена, мама, подруга, ворог, поет, емігрантка, щаслива, бо з вами. Надіюсь, ще та, котру не торкнеться старість.
Every time I feel a new emotion, I open for me a new opportunity. I work in Ukraine art manager. I had a lot project in stage, but now situation in new for me. I need to introduce my country, my culture, my people, my new situation.
I took up writing like recently this summer. I never did it before, but like it just like all of the events that happened to me like in past few years, they just like I just felt like I need to get my emotions somewhere, so I started writing. So that was a creative writing class with Hazel Hogan, and that was like first time for me to take part in something like this. It was brilliant, and to be in the group of like-minded people who also write and just like great poems. Other girls in the group, they also just started doing it, and just like how you make your first steps and like how you develop, that was amazing.
Exactly, for me is very important integration in country. I hope present Irish culture and Hazel for my country.
Yeah, that's actually a good point as well.
Yeah.
Because for us, it's kind of like double, triple experience.
Yeah.
Because it's also really interesting to be like a part of like a creative group in the country that you're like new to, like in the culture you're new to, and like it's not only that like we like, because like the workshop was about us like to create something, kind of contribute, but like it's also like we are trying to learn from your culture. Also this workshop, it's just like I feel that it kind of has legs, you know, so it's not like one time off thing. I'm really looking forward to the next workshops with Hazel, and we've already signed up for that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's kind of a door to artistic Ireland, and it's just like, at least that's how like I'm discovering this country. And I would say it's not only like experience and being on stage. It's not only experience of like writing, creative writing, whatever. It's also experience of being a part of the group, about the, like all of the support, being in the group of like-minded people, and also it's like, I would say it's like kind of therapy. So like when I was on stage, I did feel the engagement of the audience, and it helped a lot. Like the crowd was so supporting, and it just like I did feel that. I'm actually proud of myself that day, because like I didn't forget my lines, and just like was like, you know, could cope with my emotions. So yeah, that was really nice.
The women's group are actually doing a book at the moment around it's called The Traveller Way, and it started off on health remedies in the traveller culture, but then it kind of went into like storytelling and the traveller way of life. So we used this kind of project to finish the book, and the women ended up doing like a song out of it, and the song is now a conclusion. Each verse is a conclusion of each chapter of the book, and it was just lovely to see the women getting involved in something in wider Ballyfermot, not only as part of Ballyfermot Traveller Action Project. It was nice to see them getting involved in something that other groups in wider Ballyfermot is getting involved in as well. Like, because at the start, remember, like me and Elizabeth were like, oh, I don't know how this is going to work. Like, I don't know if it is going to work.
I thought it was going to fail. I thought it was going to go down. I didn't think there was going to be many women to actually get involved in it. When the women got involved in it, it was great. It was good, like.
Yeah, it was a worry, because I was even saying that the women aren't going to turn up for this. Like, I was afraid that they wouldn't want to be involved in it, because it is a big kind of, when they were hearing the likes of the performance and writing a song, I was a bit iffy about it, but they kind of just jumped in and got involved straight away, didn't they?
Like, the women want to do more now. They want to do more like things like that.
Yeah.
To actually get involved. And there was more in the settled community actually asking what the old remedies was, and they want to know more about travel now.
Yeah, people are more intrigued and interested in the traveller community, and which is great to see, and it's great for the women as well, because travellers can be so used to being left out and so used to being kind of pushed aside and not taken seriously, that when they done the performance, like people were walking up to them afterwards and being like, oh my god, that was amazing, and when is the book coming out, and that song was just brilliant. Like, people were stopping, and it was lovely as a worker to see for the women that were like, they put so much work into it, and just to be appreciated, like, it was so nice.
Like, I never thought the women that actually have that in them.
No.
To actually do that.
No, like when you think of some of the women in that group, like you think, because they'd be quite shy.
Because like there's women there that they don't shame over anything, but they get more involved in everything.
Yeah, more confident.
More confident, involved in everything. I never thought, not only to talk with the traveller women, I never thought that actually I would do something like that. But I was actually sitting the first one up on that stage.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe like I would have did that. And I didn't get no shame. I just sang the song and got off it, like normal. Before I ever took on these classes, I never thought in a million years I would actually have the confidence to actually get up on that stage. If it wasn't for the creative writing, I never would have did it. I never would have actually had the confidence to do it.
And I think all the women kind of felt the same, like and from even after we stopped doing, like, because that's finished now, we had the group last Friday and we were discussing like what will we do next, and they want to do something creative again, because they've seen how the song, it's like a niceness, and it's creative, but it's also showing awareness, and it's getting people to listen. That's why they wanted to speak it first and sing it, because speaking it is very powerful, like hearing them words and hearing what the traveller community has been through. So they want to do that, like they want to continue doing creative kind of pieces to spread awareness and promote like awareness around traveller culture and living conditions and some like serious things as well, like.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.
Would you recommend keep a lit programme to other people?
Oh,
absolutely.
To other people, yeah.
Without a doubt.
I thought it was wonderful. I loved everything about it. I had forgotten that I was capable of doing something. I had told myself that I was too old, and this was all fresh and new. And the more that I wrote and the more that I thought of what was happening, the more I was able to do.
Yes, yeah, well, we found it very enlightening, and having to learn how to use the iPad was terrific, because we can send emails and all the rest nowadays, which didn't know how to do before.
Creative writing I loved, and I have to say it brought back so many memories. It was lovely, and hopefully we can continue with it.
Well, I enjoyed it. It was new, I haven't done it before. It was interesting, and I met new people.
I think the ideas that comes into it opened floodgates. That's all I can say. Things I hadn't thought of for years, and places. And what happened was, when we were writing about these things, I felt I was back there. You know, it all came back to the feelings that you had. It was absolutely wonderful. And I feel that I could go on with that class. It was so wonderful that I don't want to give it up.
And the poetry, that was beautiful, the poetry sessions.
The show was lovely, wasn't it?
I said to my relatives, I'm going to make an ass of myself, you can pretend you don't know me. But surprisingly, I didn't. I was terrified going on.
Nobody did.
But
Everyone was great.
We all just went on and we spoke normal,
Because we were sincere. Now let's give ourselves a clap on the back. We meant it.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I think everybody else was the same. I was very happy that, because of how old I am, that I was able to do these things, because I had thought I had gone past it. And I wasn't gone past it. Now, if I could dance as well, I'd be glad.
My name is Anne Tannum, and I am the Poet in Residence with Poetry Ireland. And a big part of my role is what we call our neighbourhood programme, where I work with groups in the community. And so we spent 7 or 8 weeks together on a Monday morning, and we chatted, we shared poetry, and the stories and the chats that we had were just fantastic. And each week we chose a different topic. We might think about places that inspire us, or the people in our lives that are important, and the special occasions. And every one of those prompts brought such wonderful, rich stories from the ladies. It's been a huge pleasure to work with these women, and in fact I'm looking for any other excuse to come up and visit them. And like every facilitator knows, we get as much from the experience as the people that we're working with. And there is something special about working with people who have lived long lives and have a lot of wisdom and life experience to share with us. So thanks to all the ladies, they were just a pleasure to work with, and I look forward to hearing lots more stories from them.
In terms of building self-confidence for our learners, the idea of even getting over the door of the classroom could be a massive thing for someone, and that's not to be underestimated. But it was a huge achievement for people to come into the classes, and then another achievement again to share their story publicly. And just the idea of that for everyone who participated in that they have so much to give, and no one should ever tell you that you don't have anything to give. And we would hope that both City of Dublin and BCB would build on that, and that's a way for us to learn. We learned more about the community in Ballyfermot and what people are interested in as well.
What I really liked about the project then was that it was so innovative, that it was taking 4 groups and it got them up on a stage, after 8 weeks of working with the tutors, doing a diverse range of things and putting on the show. And I think that is a model that could be reproduced around the country. So I know from all the projects I heard that was definitely one of the most innovative ideas I've come across in the last year. And I think it's something that really any community would benefit from if they tried to replicate it suitably for their own area or their own community. I thought it was just brilliant.
Keep It Lit isn't just a literacy course. It's actually to keep it lit, whatever it is inside them, to keep their motivation going, their joy in learning something new, and also to tap into who they are and what's next for them in their stage of life. There's so much more than literacy at play here. There is a sense of coming together, sharing stories, something that, you know, within our culture, within our society is, you know, so important to have and to connect into that. So one word to describe the Keep It Lit programme for me would be inspirational.
Safe.
I would say it's unforgettable.
Optimistic.
One word I'd describe about Keep It Lit is hopeful.
Well, I'd say brilliant.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
It's very hard to think of one word because you can think of loads. It's educational, it gives you more confidence, it makes you do things that you thought you couldn't, like speak in a group and do all that. As I said, you couldn't one word, but 3 or 4, yes.
We learned a lot.
Yeah, I know we did, but it was more than that. It was like an awakening for me.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that's the word. I had it in my head and you said it.
But it was more than just an
It was an awakening, as you
It
say.
gave me new hope for the future.
Yeah.
It really did.
And we all got on so well together.
Exactly.
Ah, yes,
kill
it was
one
lovely
another.
meeting everybody. Yeah, they definitely put us at ease.
Yeah.
And we told each other we were lovely. That's the main thing. Isn't it?